clothes, the food, whatever.
Okay, you say an important thing is it's a product, so like an interchange or
Yeah.
a process, a combined
I sell the experience.
experience. Great. I mean, at the end, both options are correct because we have a products, we have experience, and we have a customers. There's a line. I mean, there's a straight line to interchange, and there is a guys like us just to provide the information.
Yes.
But it's not only provide the information, it's just make this happen. It's provide this experience, the feelings, yes.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I just thought of the answer to the question you asked me earlier. But was one thing I don't know about the resorts that I wish I did when
Yeah,
people
sure.
ask me. I'm so sorry.
No,
I'm
no,
like,
no.
it's a lot of guests ask about live music or entertainment while they're there.
Okay.
And I would get kind of like, answers, like I know from Portrait of Life at the Terrain, they play like that really with violin.
It's a new option, yeah,
And,
exactly, for a
wow.
Cuban.
But a lot of
Cuban-
guests, that's like one of the things that make it or break it for a sale.
Okay, that's great. There's in Villa American King, definitely we have entertainment on the nights. We have different shows like casino, salsa, Mexican show. Cabo will be introduce a new one, but there's a process that they're looking for. What is the best way to introduce the Mexican? And in Garcia Blanco Puerto Vallarta is only
Okay.
the option for Tierra Luna. These are great because we basically provide all the customers in that side and then the hotel is free to enjoy.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, welcome, welcome. Well, at the end, I mean, both options are great for the sales because the sales is the most important here because we are here for selling and for making experience and making these happen and obviously return the clients, right? And happy customers. But before this thing, I know this is the first time we talked before in person, and maybe you can say, who is this guy? Who is this person who's here in Resort Com today? Well, my name is Alejandro Lara. I'm a sales expert and needs for customers. I have 14 years in hospitality and 10 years, almost 10 years for contact center. So I started like an agent like you guys. So I feel all the process. I quit like 5 times. the process for the 10 years. Oh man, because we have a lot for situations with the clients, a lot of the situations with the chargebacks. Just imagine one thing, they like to charge me like a 10,000 K for one client. I mean, I love to do, but at the end, we are here. And we like to introduce and provide you all the experience for us. In my personal experience, the sales, they have to be authentic, customized, but are memorable. Help me with this. Where is the most incredible sales do you remember? The most incredible experience? Can be on the mall, can be in a travel, can be in a trip, or maybe just shopping. Let me start. When the last visit here in Las Vegas, we walking on the Caesar Palace and all the malls, and we introduced in the Nike store, right? So we go for the Nike store. I look at all the shoes, and because I love Michael Jordan, obviously. So I look at all the tennis shoes for Michael Jordan and say, oh, I remember those when I was a kid. But one of the sellers, they close to me and say, hey, can I help you? Oh, thank you. I'm just looking. I said, sorry to say this, but please put on the shoes. It was a LeBron James shoes. I said, sorry, I love Michael Jordan. It's not LeBron. Please, just put on the shoes. Okay, I put my shoes for LeBron James. I said, you know what? You look like LeBron James. He said, the first thing is, no, it's impossible. I don't have the color, right? The muscles. But the second thing is, I put them in front of the mirror, and I say, damn, if I am LeBron James, what happens? You know what? And the seller never go straight and say, hey, you know what? This is the best offer. This is the best price. This is for you. No, they go for the emotions for a different way to introduce the product. At the end, I'm looking at shoes because I'm watching all the shoes. He's looking at the options. And what is the key here? The discovery. Just look your client, listen to your client, and then provide the best option for us. But guys, help me, what is the best experience that you have on selling? Other than selling, I mean, we can talk about for customers, customer care.
It was but, with my last company, working front desk, I had guests that came in, they were staying 5 days in Yellowstone National Park. And they wanted to go, they were staying in our, like, cause inside the national park, there's 7 different resorts. So they're staying in my location, and one day they were going to each property. And so I did about like 200 miles of hiking that summer, so I was like, you need to do this day, you need to do that day.
Right.
And each day they would call me for like, where do we need to go eat, what do we need to go do,
Wow.
where to go. And
Personal
each day
service.
they were like, thank you so much, we had so much fun, so what are we doing today? And
Okay.
so, for 5 days, I was their personal concierge and
Uh-huh.
front desk agent.
Oh, wow, they have like a hooch, right?
Yeah.
Right? That's great.
I think my favorite experience was a vacation myself. My family and I, we went to a small island outside of Hawaii, Kauai, like the small island. And we went there because of the garden scenery. And, to be honest, we got a timeshare presentation because it was cheap.
Yeah,
And
I
we
know.
went, right? And not only the service was crazy, the views were beautiful, but it reminded me, that's why I can tell lies so good about Musai, because when they asked me about Musai, I closed my eyes and I put myself in that place on Kauai, and it gives me the same feeling, and now I'm selling this thing that I've never been to because of the experience that I got somewhere else. So, and it just reminds me of it, like the pictures that I seen in Musai, how everybody's like, are you okay, do you need anything, or is it, and everything's so beautiful, and then the balconies are open, you can see, it feels like the same thing, except for it was in Kauai and not PV, so,
Like
for
a
me, it was
Hollywood
that,
movie.
2 o'clock, and I always tell this story, it's so fixed, except for, I always say, at the room service at 2 o'clock in the morning, I had a bottle of wine and tacos. Well, that's what I say
Oh my
for
God.
Musai, because, but in Kauai, we were literally eating sushi, room service, fresh fish out the ocean with wine on the balcony at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my
I was
God.
like, oh my God. So yeah, I just tell
That's
those
a
stories,
great
like,
experience.
here we go.
That was a good experience.
Yeah.
great-
I
it's a
just
great
tell those
experience.
lies, I just say, oh, this is what happened to me at Musai, but it really didn't.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's helped, it's got me a few sales, so, yeah, but it's just, it was that service at that timeshare place.
Okay, that's great. I mean, at the end, if you saw in your experience, my experience, everything is just on emotions.
Yeah.
And you can transfer these emotions to your clients. At the end, you do this by the phone, and the phone is more harder because you have to talk. You can transfer everything by the phone. It's really different, like you and I in person. But mostly of the clients, they buy, 70% of the clients buy for solve a problem. Just think about it. They solve a problem. Why the customer call us? What is the reason? Do you know? What is the reason why the customers
want
call the
to buy.
property?
Problems at the hotel.
Exactly. Why they have to travel? Why they like to travel to Puerto Vallarta, Cabo, Cancun, or around the world? Because they are stressing. They are really stressing. They have a monotone, is the correct word? Like monotone life. I mean, a frequent life. I mean, they're a regular life, a 9 to 5, just job, kids, and stressing,
Yeah.
bills to pay. Okay, I have to escape for this reality, and feel something different.
Mhm.
So that, exactly, that's the reason, and mostly more in the pandemic.